You're with Dennis Schaw live with ongaTV, and today we're at the Otani Domain on a great occasion for Central Rugby and Otani Rugby, I believe. We have Ngati Porou East Coast down here taking on the Central Bevington Shield side. And with me here I have an ex-Central Hawke's Bay boy in Jack Richardson. Jack, welcome home, mate.
Cheers, Dennis. It's good to be back here.
You and I go back a little way. When you were at CHB College, you did the Gateway course, and you and I were working together out on the Clow Valley farm.
Yeah.
That's a little while ago now.
Yeah, that was back in 2009. 2009, just before I got accepted into Smedley. We were trying hard out for that, so did a couple of years with you at Clow Valley there, eh?
Yeah, that's right. And you've moved up the coast. You're a coaster now, and you've got your own fencing business up there. Tell us a little bit about that, Jack.
Oh yeah, when I first left Smedley, I went and moved up to Pakihiroa Station up in Ruatoria, and worked up there for close to 2 years. And then after that, did my few things, but decided I wanted to get into a bit of fencing. And then worked for Van Beers down here, and then ended up with my own fencing contract and moved back up the East Coast. So I sort of had a good network of shepherds and mates that had moved up to farm management and things, and gave me a bit of work there. So yeah, and that's where we're sort of based now.
It's a good story, Jack. So your time at Smedley would have been really valuable for you, even in the fencing role.
Yeah, no, it was awesome there. We had a real good instructor there, old Shane Boskell. He was a Golden Pies champion, and he's always been real good with us, with our quality and things when we were fencing at Smedley. But not only that, just all the skills at Smedley there that I learnt just sort of set me up for life really when I left. Yeah.
For sure, that's great to hear. And yeah, you mentioned Shane Boskell there, and I think him and his son Tony have hogged the Golden Pliers for a little bit while now. And also you mentioned Van Beers. Well, he was the same as well.
Yeah. So Tony and Shane, they've been right in the top end of that silver spades for years now. And then Shane, now he's won the Golden Pliers quite a few times now. But prior to that was Paul Van Beers, was right up there, and he 14 times champion and stuff. That's who I sort of worked for, him and Jason. So when I left, so I'd had a pretty good hand on the fencing side of things, and then enjoyed it, eh? So I just started my own thing once Jason's finished, and me and my partner and our kids all ended up the coast, eh? So that's where we are now. Yeah.
What a lead up, having those guys as tutors. I mean, that's tremendous. I must get up to the coast and see some of your fences. I imagine they're pretty immaculate.
Yeah, they are the ones that aren't washed down the river now. That was a bit of a sad one, but yeah, no, they are. They're immaculate, but we've had a bit of flood damage and things up there, eh, as of late.
Yeah, you guys have had it just as much or worse than what we've had it down here, apart from Esk Valley and so forth. And I imagine, that must have been hard to take, seeing a lot of your well-established fences getting washed away and so forth.
Yeah, I think the farmers down everywhere, eh? Can't complain too much. Everyone's in the same boat, eh? But it is a bit hard on everyone, eh? So I suppose just now we're just maintaining, fixing up a few things, and we've been doing a lot of R&M and flood repairs. But yeah, it's been a tough times, but yeah, chipping away though.
Sure has, Jack, and let's probably not dwell on that. Yeah. I mean, let's look forward, and especially look forward to today's event where you're down here playing for Ngati Porou East Coast. And I heard on the radio this morning that your introduction to Ngati Porou East Coast was really through a power pie.
Yeah, no, that's a true story as well. Yeah, I was playing up there, but I hadn't made the East Coast squad or anything like that. And then must have been light. They must have been quite light in flankers, and they were going away. They were going away to Thames Valley the next day, and I saw the coach, and I was getting a power pie, and he just said, "Hey, do you play on the flank?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "You want to come with us tomorrow? Can you help us out?" I said, "Yeah." And then I haven't left since. Yeah. been in and out of the squad, so. Yeah.
And you, on that day you secured Player of the Day, so that you must have left a lasting impression, and that was back in 2019.
19, yeah. Yeah, I got Player of the Day and actually ended up with MVP for that year and got Rookie of the Year. So my first year I secured those couple of trophies after being asked at the old CAF, so that was pretty neat.
That's great, and you know, for a young lad out of CHB College, heading up to the coast into what I believe Ngati Porou East Coast held dearly in the hearts of a lot of people throughout the country.
Yeah.
There's just something special about it, Jack.
Yeah, it's an atmosphere you can't buy, eh? Yeah, it's just something about it. It's a bit more than just rugby. There's a huge passion there, eh? And it's unreal, really, and it's just amazing to be a part of, to be honest. Yeah. So
it must be an amazing culture to be part of, I'd say. And now you're up near Ruatoria. That's where your residence is.
Yeah, I live in Ruatoria in the township itself. So been up there for 2 years now, living there, me and my partner and our kids. So yeah, we're pretty local there now, part of the furniture, I'd like to say. Yeah.
Great, that's great. Hey, Jack, how do you see today's game going? I know you guys, this is your first hit out, and what a way to do it, coming down to good old CHB, and you know, it's really appreciated by the local rugby community here that you guys have made this trip, and there's a big shout out to all the organisers who have set it up, I reckon.
Yeah, it's been a few years in the making, eh? I think talking with Sonny Nepiapatu and stuff, been trying to organise it for a few years and it just hasn't worked out, so it's just this year just been able to come down and the coast have accepted the challenge. Is just, yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty surreal for me, really, or for all of us to come down here. Is oh no, it's pretty amazing. There's strong connections between Ngati Porou and Ngati Nunu, eh? So even with that and staying in Te Oti last night and the porphyry that we had there was awesome, and you really feel that manaakitanga coming in, eh? And everyone sort of, yeah, looking after us here, so we can feel it. So it's, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's great that you can feel it, and I know Otani's is renowned for turning on great hospitality, and they've turned on the sun today, and it's so good to feel the warmth of that as well.
Yeah, it is. I thought, because I came down a bit earlier during the week, stayed with the olds, and the weather was just, yeah, it was pretty cold, eh, and pretty wet, and I was thinking, oh God, but nah, today it's put it on for us, eh, so can't ask for much more.
No.
Yeah.
Hey Jack, we won't keep you much longer. I know you want to sort of get out there and mix and mingle, but before your big game, you've got 4 children?
Yeah, 4 kids, yeah. 10, 8, 6 and 2. Yeah, and yeah. And that's yeah, I think that's the ages. I'm not too sure. I don't know. I think that's them, yeah. We got Brooklyn as our oldest boy, Harley, and then we got Millie, and then Rakaya, and my fiance's Michaela Hunia, yeah. Yeah. Better put that in there, fiance. I called her a missus a few times, she didn't like it.
Is Michaela from up the coast?
Oh, originally they whakapapa back there, Blood does, but she's from Waipak as well, and Portuguese really is her home, but yeah, their blood goes back there, yeah.
Any relative of Mike?
Mike's her father. Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
well.
Yeah, Mikey.
Yeah, good fella.
Yeah,
good fella, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, I do need you to comment on your experience on McLean Park in the Ranfurly Shield Challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about how that felt and getting out on McLean Park.
Yeah. Oh, that was, yeah, again, fuck, that was amazing, eh? That was awesome. Like, the atmosphere, I don't know, I suppose just growing up as a boy, always watching the Magpies, eh? And being able to go out there and actually play against them at their home ground for a Ranfurly Shield Challenge is, I don't know, a pretty special thing. So, no, it was awesome, yeah.
Hey Jack, look, thanks so much for the interview. I wouldn't mind catching up with you after the game, if it's possible. I know it might be a little bit difficult, but hey, thanks so much for doing it, mate.
No, cheers,
So
Dennis.
good to see you.
Yeah, awesome.
Cheers.
See ya.
Good on you.